GLAAD is such an iconic organization that does so much for queer representation, visibility, and advocacy that my show, which is very much a black queer show, it seemed like a perfect match to share some work from it.
Representation, I wonder whether to some degree the show that you've created is part of that, putting these elements of yourself up there and creating maybe the representation. I don't know, I'm just putting words in your mouth, but perhaps you didn't have yourself growing up?
Well, I mean, I started writing A Strange Loop because I felt misunderstood, unseen, unheard, and I wanted to try to do a specific representation of what it felt like to me to be a black gay man. And so, but at the same time, the show is not just about me, Michael R. Jackson. It's about the concept of me and how everybody has their own concept of self that they're dealing with and struggling with in their lives, and the voices that they hear in their head that may not always be the most encouraging. And so I wanted to take that sort of experience, that internal experience, and share it with an audience.
One of the things that Usher, the lead character, grew up with is something that I grew up with too. The idea of AIDS being the most punishment, HIV sort of looming like a spectre in our daily lives in some ways. Why was that an important element to bring into Strange Loop?
It was an important element for a couple of reasons. One, which is that is a message that I frequently heard as a kid growing up gay in church and sort of in my hometown. But also, it took on an even deeper resonance while I was writing the show because a very dear friend of mine, unbeknownst to me, was suffering from HIV that had progressed to AIDS, and he passed away 3 years ago. And so I felt that AIDS suddenly became very at my front door, and I wanted to sort of share some of the messages that I know also affected him as well. And so it was just really important for me to share how toxic that message is and how it can actually lead to someone dying.
Something that I mentioned in my review of the show was that to me it felt like there was always a strong element of hope in it, no matter how much sort of shame and darkness and confronting there was. How important was it for you to include that message?
It was very important to me, actually. You know, I believe in the Walt Whitman quote. I think it's Walt Whitman who said that we contain multitudes. I can be very pessimistic and very sort of, see the glass half empty, but I'm also a very hopeful person, and I think that that's also part of what makes the show interesting, is that for all the terrible things that happens to Usher, the protagonist, he still has a little bit of hope. That's like what makes the highs high and the lows low for him. And I think that that's true in life, and I wanted to offer that as well to an audience so that you just didn't get like a one-dimensional sort of doom and gloom. That's no fun to watch.
And the Broadway cast is just phenomenal. They're all so talented. And
yeah.
Where are you working?
When it came to how involved you were in the casting, do you have any praise or any comments about how they're doing right now on Broadway?
I mean, they're doing fantastic, and not to pat myself on the back, but I pretty much handpicked every one of them, because some of them I've been working with for almost 15 years. So, and they've been my tribe, to tell this very challenging and complex story. I couldn't just have people in and out the whole time. So I'm very lucky that they stuck by me, because I definitely want to stick by them. Thank you.